What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, let's talk about the guy that caused one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight boxing history. And since I started watching boxing and understanding the sport, so early 90s, one of the biggest upsets I can remember, right? I mean, obviously not as big as Tyson Douglas. I mean, that one is never going to be beaten as far as I'm concerned, but it is big, right? Let's talk about Andy Ruiz Jr., a guy that I don't think is getting enough plaudits. I think it's all been about Anthony Joshua, understandably so. Anthony Joshua was the big favourite, the unbeaten heavyweight champion, 4 belts, etc., etc. But I think we need to give Andy Ruiz more credit rather than looking for excuses for AJ. I've seen so many videos saying this and that. AJ knocked out in sparring. AJ had the flu. AJ's a Muslim and was fast. So much stuff. Let's just give Andy Ruiz credit because Andy Ruiz just beat up Anthony Joshua. It's that simple sometimes. You can look for all the excuses in the world. Someone was just better than the other person on the night. Let's just give Andy Ruiz some fucking credit. All right, so many people on the Q&A that I did yesterday were asking me things like, is Andy Ruiz a top 10, top 5 heavyweight right now? What next for him if not Anthony Joshua? Who else can he beat? So let's try and answer a few of those questions. What next and who else can he beat? It is a tricky one. It's a very, very tricky one. If not AJ, and I still think it will be AJ, the money on offer will be too much for Andy Ruiz to turn down. A lot of people think with the Al Heyman link, he's going to try and keep the belts in America, or that the governing bodies will come and try and force their mandatories. I don't know. I think with the money on offer, Andy Ruiz would be dumb to not take this rematch. It would be dumb, especially when he beat up AJ. He should be confident that he can do it again. He got paid, I don't know, what did he get paid? 3.5 maybe? You can quadruple that. I mean, if he comes to London, you can quadruple that. He's going to get paid life-changing money. So I think it's all down to AJ. I think if AJ accepts, he's got 30 days to accept the rematch, then the rematch will happen. If it isn't AJ, who can he beat? I don't know. I mean, history says he will struggle. I mean, if you look at the guys that caused upsets like this and what they went on to do, I mean, let's have a look at it. For example, let's go Oliver McCall first, Lennox Lewis. Oliver McCall beat Larry Holmes, a very aging Larry Holmes in his fight after, but then lost immediately to Frank Bruno, right? And then went on to kind of have an up and down shaky career, fought Lennox Lewis again, got beat, and then it was kind of all over the place. I think he suffered with mental health, didn't he, for a while. Hasim Rahman beat Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis immediately beat him in the rematch. And then I think Hasim Rahman didn't win any of his next 3 fights. He got beat. Who did he get beat by? Evander Holyfield. I think he had a split draw, with David Tua. And then he lost to John Ruiz. Buster Douglas obviously beat Tyson, then immediately lost to Evander Holyfield. And then he did have a little winning run, but it was against very low-level opponents. So all these guys that cause these big upsets don't go on to have, you know, gloried careers. I mean, Hasim Rahman had a decent career, I will say that, but nothing special. So I don't know if Andy Ruiz is going to be any different. If the rematch was to happen with AJ, I still would favour AJ. I know people might not, but I still would favour AJ. I think AJ showed just by that 3rd round knockdown that he's got the power to stop Ruiz, right? Ruiz got up, but you'd like to think that AJ at home, with the pressure on, could deliver. And I expect him to win if they were to have a rematch. Could Ruiz beat the likes of Ortiz, Povetkin, Dillian Whyte? Not sure. The surprise factor's gone, right? Not that we didn't know about Ruiz, but in terms of people kind of underestimating him, no one's going to underestimate Ruiz at all now. So people are going to come in training their hardest to fight this guy. It isn't a case of looking at his body shape and thinking, no. So I'm not sure if he can beat anyone in the top 7 or 8. He does have fast hands. But, I mean, I wouldn't favour him against Usyk. I wouldn't favour him against Ortiz. I wouldn't favour him against Povetkin, Wilder, Fury. Dillian Whyte would be a good fight, but I still would, I think, pick Dillian Whyte. So I don't think he can beat any of the top sort of 7 or 8 guys. I mean, I'm not trying to say it was a fluke. It wasn't. It was more than that. It was a boxing lesson. It wasn't just a one-punch KO like Oliver McCall, Lennox Lewis. But I still think the top guys would beat him. And I still think AJ would beat him in a rematch. Let's talk about where he is ranked now. This is the tough part for me. Is he a top 10? Yes, he makes the top 10. Was he a top 10 before? No, I think it was probably a solid top 15. I think people respected him. He only had that one loss to Joseph Parker, but he hadn't beaten anyone else kind of in and around that top 15, top 20. So it was difficult to rank him. But I think we can say he was a solid top 15. Where is he ranked now? Man. I mean, he's got 4 belts, so he has to be ranked somewhere. He just stopped the unbeaten Joshua. He has to be ranked somewhere. All right, let's get rid of Wilder and Fury, right? They're number 1 and 2, whatever order. That's not the video. I'm not going to get into who's in front of who. Does he skip over Joshua now? He has to. He beat him. He has to. I mean, people might say no, but he beat him. He stopped him. He put him down, what was it, 3 or 4 times. He has to get in front of Joshua. Fuck, it's not easy. All right, so Wilder, Fury, Wilder, whatever order. Fuck, this isn't easy. All right, let's go Fury, Wilder. I'm just giving myself some thinking time here. Fury, Wilder, Ruiz. I mean, no, yes. Come at me, people. I'm going to go Fury, Wilder, Ruiz, Joshua, Ortiz. I know people are going to come at me. I think that could be the top 5. And it's strange because, again, as I said earlier, I still don't think Ruiz beats a lot of those guys in the top 7, 8, maybe even the top 10. But, I mean, you just beat AJ. You just beat AJ. And again, it wasn't a one-punch KO. If it was a one-punch KO, I probably wouldn't have him in there. I'd probably say it was a bit of a fluke. Nah, you're not going in there. You know, it's not like a Danny Garcia, Amir Khan, eyes closed and swing and hope, right? He beat him up. He went to the body. It was a beautiful boxing lesson. It was fantastic. He got up off the canvas as well. So you've got to give him plaudits for that. Massive underdog. 5 weeks notice. Just coming off a fight against Dimitrenko. I mean, you've got to give him plaudits, right? So again, what did I say? I said Fury, Wilder, Ruiz, Joshua. Joshua can't get out of the top 5 for me. Not after one defeat. I mean, everyone else below him has lost as well. So it doesn't make sense. And the people below him that might be close to him, he's beaten. Dillian Whyte, he's beaten. Povetkin, he's beaten. So yeah, Fury, Wilder, Ruiz, Joshua, Ortiz. So if anything, Dillian Whyte slips because Dillian Whyte would have been in that original top 5 for me. It would have been Dillian Whyte in there instead of Ruiz. Yeah, a lot can change. I'm telling you now, a lot can change. What an upset. What an upset. I've got a weird feeling about Ortiz Wilder as well, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What do you guys think? Ruiz, top 5, not top 5? If not top 5, definitely top 10. And if not top 5, give me your top 5. I need to know. I need to know now. What is your top 5? Peace.